Available now on Pro Wrestling Tees. 3 brand new Mac Attack t-shirts, the Maccast, Tag Team Adventures, and the Training School, only at ProWrestlingTees.com/Maccast.
Ladies and gentlemen, currently broadcasting, accompanied by trainee number 1 from France. He is Monster Mac.
Holy freaking crap, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Maccast.
I feel like there wasn't much holy crap in that holy crap. I think you want to try it again? You want to try it one more time? Get it in there, or what? Are you just not excited?
No, I'm plenty excited, Trainer, but you guys, every time I do it, I scare the hell out of you, you know what I mean? I'm trying to take it easy on you.
I've seen it coming this time.
I know you did, but I'm just saying, I didn't want to scare you. You know, I got new guests the first time they're ever here in the Mac Mansion. I didn't want to scare the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, I say go for a second intro. Yeah, go.
You think so? I gotta hit it when they're not expecting it. It can't be right now. They're expecting it. Hey guys, are you enjoying this? Holy freaking crap, everybody! Welcome to the Maccast. It's me, Monster Mac, here with trainee number 1, chilling in the Mac Mansion, watching Jose Perez versus Brickhouse, the retirement match. Here with good friends of ours, trainee.
What are you? You're so weird, dude. You just came at me all aggressively and just like, no Mac news, no nothing. You yell, holy crap, who do we got here today, kid?
Well, of course you know who's on the Maccast. You read it in the description on the Maccast.com. You know who you're listening to on the Maccast.
What about the people that are subscribed that automatically get the downloads?
Oh, it just automatically downloads it into their computer and just starts. That's good. I like that, dude.
Most people don't have Obama phones.
What kind of hackers did you hire for that one?
Hackers? There was a kid, Billy Walsh. He set us up on iTunes. He did some stuff for us.
And he gives it one of them blackmail illegal downloads right into their computer? Sends it right into the mail?
Are you asking me if we spam out our podcast for downloads?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. You found a new spamming system.
No. What I'm saying is people are subscribed, and when you're subscribed, you just get it automatically when a new episode comes out.
Oh, nice. We didn't need to spam them?
No, we don't need to spam
them. Thanks a lot, guys, for getting that free prescription right to your computer.
Yeah, you're already talking about prescriptions. We're talking subscription.
You gotta know from your doctor first before you can download. Yeah, absolutely, trainee. We do got some Mac news coming for that ass.
Yeah, we got a bunch of t-shirts at House of Bricks, right? So we got our new t-shirts.
Speaking of a bunch of t-shirt Mac sales, I'm trying to add Mac in front of as much as possible as I can. So get off my back. So on the Mac sales, they did pretty well because we got a brand new t-shirt. Tag Team Adventures.
Yeah, didn't I just say that?
No, say it again.
The Tag Team Adventures of Mack and Trainee number 1.
Did you say the full thing, or did you say Tag Team Adventures?
I just said we have a new shirt.
It's a brand new shirt, and it looks wonderful, and it's only $15, people, so go find us at a wrestling...
House of Bricks on 1118 in New Bedford, and RWA Thanksgiving Throwdown 1119 in West Warwick, and then the UFO show in Boston on the 23rd.
Absolutely, them are all legit dates. And if not, please check our Facebooks to see if them dates are proper.
For all actual real info, check out our Facebook pages. Because right now, we're just kind of guessing at everything. But you got any other Mac news?
Yeah, some little 7-year-old walloped me in the face in that locker room. How the hell did that happen? She gave me a black eye, dude.
2 black eyes. You have 2 black. He legitimately, we'll show you guys after, but he legit has 2 black eyes because a 7-year-old little girl was chasing him around the locker room, holding a giant skull cane and thwapped him right in the middle of his face. I watched it happen. I hung the girl upside down while him and Dick Lane stomped her. We got our revenge.
I got my revenge by a backbreaker. I hooked her up. She's part of the Epic family.
Yeah,
But I was trying to help her out with my cape. She was running around with Dick Lane's crappy Halloween cape. I showed her what a real cape looks like. You know what I mean? It's all shiny, it glistens in the sun and stuff. It came straight from Mexico. That's where all the real capes are made from.
Halloween party. It came from Mexico.
And So I was showing him my sweet ass cape, and I was like, "This is what a real cape looks like." And I was like, "Listen, lady, I eventually need this cape back before my match. You know what I mean? For my epic showdown in the Battle Royal that I was in, or Royal Rumble, I should say."
Royal Rumble style Battle Royal.
So she wasn't happy. I took my sweet ass cape back, and then she started walloping me in the back in buttocks area with some kind of a skull cane. It was like a skull head with the vertebrae as the cane. Yeah, gimmick. Halloween, more Halloween stuff. That goes perfect with wrestling. But
Your shit 50% off right now.
So she was walloping me in the back in the butt, and I did the big old dummy turn right into one right in the middle of the forehead.
Sold himself right out. Dummy turned right into it. It was. No, he legitimately got rocked from it. Like,
and then I immediately sat down and stayed there for a little while.
That little girl put you on your ass, dog. That really happened.
All right, that's all the Mac news I got, Trainee.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, in the house tonight on the Mac Cast, the current NECW Tag Team Champions.
Is that us? Is that us?
Shady Shay. Do you have a last name still?
Shady Shay Cash.
Cash.
Yes.
And the Blacktop Gorilla, Frank Champion.
Nobody ever remembers Shay's name.
It's okay. It's Shay.
Yeah, it's always
Jason.
It's always Shady Shay.
Seamus is another one.
Oh, I like the Seamus, yeah.
But it's S-H-A-Y. Must.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
It's part of the Cash family. How could I not remember that?
Exactly. You see
You'll
that?
get into that, right?
I remember when he was just Shay before he did all the shady tactics to earn the reputation of Shady Shay.
Oh,
Security Shay.
Security
Yeah,
Shay. There
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Security Shay.
Security Shay. That was my jam. Now, you guys, I think, are not the first tag team that we've done because we did the Middlesex Express, but the Middlesex Express kind of started at the same time, the same way.
Right.
You guys have two totally different stories.
Yes, that is correct.
So it's gonna be a little different. Shay, make sure you give Frank the mic when he's talking. I know you're over here like
You go first.
double fisting it over there. No, this is
Hogging the mic, it's called.
hogging the mic. Yeah, we're just kind of like the Mattcast is more of like an open discussion kind of jive and stuff. But, so you guys have been busy lately, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I
and
love it.
NECW Tag Team Champions.
I love it.
Fantastic. I mean,
I think a couple years ago, if I would have spoke to you guys like 3 or 4 years ago,
we wouldn't be.
Yeah.
like even
I'd still be in my shitty blue and orange gear.
right, and you guys like
Imagine I was still teaming with Chris.
right, you know what I mean? Like you guys seem to have found your stride together,
Right.
and you're getting more work now than you did as a singles singles wrestlers and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say congrats, boys. Like that's pretty awesome to see you guys out there killing it. NECW Tag Team Champions is kind of a big deal. So
Yeah, it's
congrats,
pretty cool.
butter.
It's pretty cool.
You got out of that bad stigma. I don't know much about you as Frank Champion. I've seen a little bit of your work beforehand, but it was mainly
This was the over guy. Shay was.
it was mainly Shay because of the whole WCW Whaling City Wrestling.
Whaling City Wrestling.
Yeah, and ACW
Alliance Championship Wrestling.
Alliance Championship Wrestling as well, and you had that bad stigma mainly because of your other tag team partner that you might have had. He's probably listening to this, so my apologies to you. Chris, I'm trying. I don't want him to.
Listen, he's
I'm
definitely
talking about-
prescribed to the podcast. All right, he got the doctor's
He
note.
voted yes on 4. He went to the doctors. They prescribed him some Mattcast, medical Mattcast.
I don't want him to inflict pain on me in multiple different ways. He can pick whatever body part he wants.
pick the pain, man.
I see in his T-shirt. Yeah.
You're gonna take
So,
him down to the clinic.
I just
know.
did. But you know what I mean? You guys started off as security guards, right?
Security guards with Dave Oliveira.
Was that your first, in business stuff?
Yes, it was.
You want to start there?
Like,
Or do you want to go back to when he was a child?
Like, growing up, seeing his uncle Davey Cash wrestling already. I mean, you might want to start there instead of get the mic out of my mouth.
Trainee number 1 wants to know.
all right, he wants to know. Let me hear what he says.
Something about Davey Cash being your
Train number 1 wants to know, like I give a damn. Come on.
the people want to know. The
There
Mattcast describers want to know.
You just changing the word every time?
No. I'm trying to figure out what that word means. But Trainee, ask him the question you just asked.
What is
So, Shay, how was it as a child growing up and having not only your seeing? I grew up watching wrestling as a locally as a kid because it was always around. But like, not only were you watching wrestling as a kid, but you were watching a family member.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Is that what pushed you to get into wrestling, or
Pretty much, like, from like what I remember, I've always loved it.
right?
Like, always. And then just going to the shows every month, like at the Fisherman Club in South End, New Bedford, watching, like, with my grandfather, watching him. That was pretty awesome.
Right.
Like, watching him, Gino, Brickhouse, like, all those dudes. And now getting to wrestle those dudes is...
Already dropping them names, dog.
Dropping names,
Jesus.
man. Dropping names. Like, now getting to, like, wrestle those dudes and, like...
From those guys being people that you watch to being your peers.
Yeah,
Right, it's pretty cool.
Man. It's pretty cool.
No, I totally understand. But so you stopped going to those shows, watching David. Is there anything you remember as a kid from those like local shows, like big
Yes.
memories?
The show with...
Because sometimes I like to find out, because a lot of times I'm at these same shows that other people, you know what I mean, have memories of.
Here's a Portuguese Stallion story.
I want to hear it, yes.
The Whaling City Festival, and this guy's standing next to me.
I've seen Portuguese Stallion's penis too many times.
Really? Hey, you know
That
he's
is
wrestling
just
for,
a
like-
fact.
He's been wrestling for like 20 years already.
I know,
Like
and
the
I've-
last 10 years.
Wait a
He's been
minute.
wrestling
Why
for
have
20
you?
years.
Why have you seen his penis too many times?
Because
Yeah.
one time is too many times, that's why.
That's like me and Doc Ozone. I've seen Doc Ozone's penis one too many times.
You never shared this with me.
What do you mean? You were right there.
Nah, I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
no,
about.
I just-
what I'm talking about.
Now, Trainee,
You were right fucking there.
I just want to let the people know that it was because Portuguese Stallion just drops his drawers at the wrestling show. And why you've seen his penis, you know what I mean?
Right, it's a locker room thing, like
That's why they call
in the
him
locker
Stallion.
room. Yes, yeah, sure.
You know what
I
they
just
call
wanted to
him,
be
Stallion?
clear, you know what I mean?
Right. So, your Stallion story?
Oh, well, I was like a little kid just sitting in the crowd.
And he was naked?
No, thankfully. Thankfully
Yes,
not.
he was.
Thankfully not. Okay, I'll go with it. Yes, he was.
Bumping in the
He was-
ring, butt naked.
He was butt naked. And here he is standing next to me. He goes, I know these guys. I know how to wrestle. And I'm looking at him like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Come out a few matches. Someone calls someone out from the crowd. And what do you expect? This guy jumps the railing, gets in the ring, bumps around this dude. Next thing you know, he's in the main event.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea what to think.
So he ruined his surprise before he even...
Yeah.
like,
How do you break it? How old
Yeah,
was he?
yeah. I don't know. Like, very.
I don't
very
think
young.
that if... I mean,
He broke kayfabe.
if I would have sat down next to a random kid in a crowd, they'd probably be like, oh, look at this guy in a mask. Like, he's probably going to do something. So it doesn't really work out with us that way, but like...
Like, he was telling me, oh, watch this, it's coming. And then it happened. I was like,
Jerk.
Why would you ruin that? For a kid?
I don't know. I was pretty
Terrible.
upset. Pretty upset.
Well, you probably deserved it, right? Because you were probably
yeah,
a little
yeah.
punk-ass kid.
Yeah, probably.
Now, what about you, Frank? I know that you're a longtime wrestling fan for sure, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Me and you have had a lot of conversations about like wrestling, like old school wrestling kind of stuff.
We're talking 91, 92.
Is when you were really like,
were, like, born.
super into it.
Yeah, you weren't
Shay
born
was
yet.
Shay was 0
Just
years
so
old.
you guys know, I'm like 10 years older than
Than
this
Shay,
guy.
yeah,
Shay's
yeah.
like 10.
do you
Shay's
do
like
you
10.
do you pops on him a lot? Like have to school him?
Sometimes.
You just
Sometimes.
father
When it
on
comes
him.
to the chicks, I got Shay's back.
Right.
Because some of these chicks be trying to play Shay.
Of course.
But I got Shay's back. So if
Okay.
I got to smack a bitch or some shit like that, I got to, I got my
Yeah,
grip
yeah.
hand strong.
Now, at any points, do you ever think like maybe Shay's creeping around and doing weird stuff?
Maybe he.
You gotta look over his shoulder and be like, "Yo, dog, that's a little creepy.
That's
you
a
probably
little-
shouldn't say that."
Sometimes.
Just to let the Mackcast fans know, Mops and Mac doesn't condone smacking a bitch.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I learned it from you, brother. What are you talking
Oh, is that
about?
where you learned it from? Oh, shit.
Master Mac, I once watched you stomp that Shannon girl when you were commissioner of ACW. Somebody closed on her, you just went to town stomping away.
Where do you think we got
Someone
whooped that trick
someone
from?
initially clotheslined her, and that gave me the... She did some dirty tactics. She deserved every stomp. I'm just saying.
If she deserved it, she deserved it. But where were we at? 90s? You weren't even born yet?
94.
Wasn't even born.
91, I think I was back. What is going on here?
It appears that Teddy and Brickhouse are putting a barbed wire board into the ring
Did he just come out from the back
to help him carry it.
That's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like when the refs kind of help the guys with the ladder and
right.
ladder
Yeah, they
matches.
hold it. Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's unsturdy. Let me help you here.
The referee unbiased.
So yeah, back early 90s, I was watching it, but I wasn't allowed to watch it.
That was yeah.
If my
That
mom
was
caught me, I'd get in trouble. I'd get an ass whooping.
That was the thing.
It was the thing up until about 94, 95.
And she realized, like, he's not going to stop
I'm-
watching. He's going to watch
I got
it.
an older brother, man. He'd like, come on, come watch this, come watch this. So I've been a fan since back then, back living in New York. And, for a while, Attitude Era, doing the whole backyard deal.
Everybody loved wrestling.
Nowadays.
Right. Backyard
you
wrestling,
did
I feel
backyard.
like it's died down quite a bit.
Yeah, no,
I
nobody's
feel like in
stupid
like
us.
the late 90s, early 2000s, everybody was backyard wrestling.
Do you feel like you think that because you're not backyard wrestling right now? What are the young kids doing? They're still in their backyard
They're
hitting
doing
each other
backyard
with
wrestling on
trash.
tablets probably now.
Oh yeah, it's all digital.
Yeah, it's all digital.
They're doing the career mode in 2K17.
That's what they're doing. Yeah, that's what it is. But we
didn't have access. Like there was no highspots.com then. Where you could buy a wrestling ring.
Yeah, no, you can't.
If Daddy's got a couple grand,
got a couple mattresses.
Right.
We used to pull out
some ropes.
We used to pull out like one of them. You remember them old school gimmick carpets that had the crazy design?
Yeah,
Looked like
yeah,
came
of course.
fresh out
Yeah,
India.
yeah.
We used to bump on that with mattresses
Underneath them, yeah.
Stuff like that. That's where I actually met Vernon Somoza.
Oh,
Back,
that's
like,
yeah.
96
In New York.
In New York, we've been boys since like 96.
That's crazy. That's 20 years. Of
I've known him
Somoza.
since that long.
I haven't seen him in a while. How's he doing?
He's good. He's back in New York.
He's
doing
back
his thing.
back down there. Yeah.
Might return soon, huh?
He's saying he might come back, but
But yeah, you come on
yes,
now.
and Vern, you got to come back. You got to stop fronting.
Yeah, Vern, come up. We'll do a podcast.
Yeah, he'll love to do a podcast.
I'm in.
He's heard his name a few times on these, so
I'm sure.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I've some people don't like him.
not a lot of people like them. But that's
Is that a real thing?
No, he's
he's just okay.
We talk all the time on Xbox.
Be careful, because that's on the record if you say it on the Madcast.
Say it one time.
Fuck Samoa.
Jesus.
Muscle Mac does not approve that,
But yeah, like
Shay said it himself.
So late 90s, Attitude Era, backyard wrestling. I was all into it. We used to have belts, trade belts and shit.
Right, yeah.
Watching tapes, watching those old deathmatch videos and
Hell yeah.
shit like that. Then after I graduated, I stopped because I was into rap. I used to rap.
Did you yourself rap?
I was in a rap
You a
group.
group? What was the group called?
5 Star.
5 Star.
There was 5 of us.
There was,
obviously.
okay.
With Scott Lador. Yeah.
You and Scott Lador. I
Me and
cannot
Scott
believe
Lador were in a
that
rap
you guys
group.
were a rap group. That's
He
amazing.
he was the leader of the group.
Wow. Yeah, dude, he's got a lot of street cred though,
got
so
bars.
it makes
You
sense.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he'll drop that knowledge.
Yeah. One time, you guys run up on Scott Lador, say kick some shit.
And just
And
imagine
just-
though if I did that and he just dropped a
and he's
dope
gonna hit you with a
freestyle.
hot
Like,
16.
oh my god, just come at me like, whoa, dog, I'm sorry. That's straight
I
fire.
should probably not say.
I'm saying this can't be true because he would have been all over his own rap song, 5 Star, that he paid $5 to get off that Fiverr website.
Is that
That's
a
what he
shoot?
did. I think that he knew somebody. Yeah.
that
He has
true?
his own. The Wrestlers had their own custom theme song.
They did
It's a
have that.
5 star. It's a 5 star.
How'd that work out for them?
Yeah, it was a real bad song.
Didn't work out well, did it?
Great.
Like the audio was like up here, then like, the music background was like down here.
Right? Yeah. The music was way louder than the vocals. It's like a whole thing.
That's brutal.
So what happened to the group 5 Star? Like you guys went out
Dudes,
there.
stuff with management. We all had individual, like we had shoot record deals.
Yeah.
With an independent company.
Yeah.
It was one of the dude's cousins. He was a manager who was known out in the Bronx.
Okay.
He winded
Now
up
people that
signing
don't know,
with-
the independent music scenes like in New York is pretty strong.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you're out there signed to an independent label, you have a chance of getting somewhere.
Right.
And we had sit
Or at least
downs.
making a little bit of money.
Yeah. We had sit downs. Nobody ever gave us distribution. I kept doing it till about 08. So I didn't watch wrestling I graduated 01, 02,
Okay.
and from 08. So like all this stuff that he was a kid,
That's stuff that
watching,
he watched.
like, I don't know, Heidenreich and fucking all the terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Domino, we're not
Deuce and Domino. He always puts over Deuce and Domino. It's horrible. I'm trying to think who else.
Teacher's about to commit murder right now.
What is
Hold
he
on.
about to do?
Yeah, it
Is
looks
he
like
bleeding already?
What do you mean? They went on barbed wire boards. They got
We're like
baseball.
10 minutes in. They're bleeding?
oh yeah, Jose's hanging from the balcony at the PAL
Like
and
chain? And the ref? Is the ref holding them too?
and hold on, it looks like there goes Jose.
Jose.
Oh my
shit.
God! That looked like a snuff film. What
Why didn't anybody move those
This
chairs?
is the best thing. The best
I've never seen that angle, but
What happens?
over there.
just watch.
straight right there. Watch
I don't know what-
Teacher's gonna go, ain't he? Teacher's gonna do a moonsault.
Ah! He just threw himself. No.
Elbow drop.
That was great. That was great. It doesn't listen. It doesn't matter if he missed. The fact that he did it is fantastic.
He didn't want to go down the stairs. He's like, we climbed up here. Like,
I'm not
going
walking
down
back
the stairs is stupid.
Yep, I'm not walking back down. I'm too blown up. And this is a good rest spot.
Look, he
right
looks like you could chalk outline him right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait,
and this is where Brickhouse died.
Is Jose even there? Jose moved?
Jose's up on his feet. He's fucking fine, apparently.
Jesus. I mean, if you're gonna go out, go all out, right?
This is how they went out. This was wild.
Where the hell were we? I forgot. Elbow drop threw me all off.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so yeah, he's talking about Deuce and Domino
being the best tag team ever.
So 02 to 08, I stopped watching it, and then I kind of said, forget rap. It's like I'm all set with it.
Right.
So one night I'm
so you just know wrestling at all? You were just all in to the rap scene?
It was music.
Did you know who Tech 9 was before you met us?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
I didn't realize how good Tech 9 was until I met all you.
Okay.
All you Fall River kids.
Cha.
You put Tech 9 all the fuck over.
We do. We always hit.
But he's amazing.
He is. He's so
amazing.
good.
I'm not gonna deny the fact that Tech 9 is money.
And when he says you Fall River kids, he means us two.
Yeah, us two.
Just you two.
And,
that's it.
Devin Blaze. Devin Blaze.
Mike
Cruz.
Mike Montero.
Cruz.
Oh, they moved from France. That's right. I'm sorry. You guys are Fall River kids now in this beautiful mansion that we're staying in.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate the
You're
compliments.
welcome. This mansion it's top notch. The training facility I saw.
But like
over
Chris
there.
Cruz knows who Tech 9 is because we used to back in the day when we knew Chris Cruz, we still used to come out to the same damn song. We've been using the same song for 13 years.
That's how you do it, and that's what I'm trying to do with Whoop That Trick.
And Chris Cruz knows who Tech 9 is because of that song from like 13 years ago when he first started wrestling.
I love that song.
You do?
If you want any snacks or something from my personal butler, Steve's.
Steve's, yeah. Clap for Steve's. Come.
Do you guys say like garçon and clap or anything?
It's Steve's. It's Steve's.
Just the Steve's. Okay.
So you're done with rap, and when did you first get back into wrestling?
I was watching a random Raw.
Random Raw
Like
always does
08,
it.
09, something like that.
You know it's Monday and you know it's on.
It's on. I'm just like, fuck it. I watch it and I'm just looking. I'm like, I'm not now watching it. Before you watch it as a kid, Stone Cold, The Rock.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're watching it as an adult.
Triple H, I'm a huge mark for. Always been a mark for Triple H.
Now, recently, I'm not. Fuck it. It was Buddy, who's a friend of the podcast.
Yes.
Posted something about Triple H not being that good. Right. And it was like, that comment thread went buck wild.
It's crazy.
About like, and some people agreed and some people disagreed.
People bury H because he's been in matches with good dudes. But the dude's fantastic. Like simply his match with Daniel Bryan at Mania before Bryan went over.
Right.
Like it wasn't nothing spectacular, but the mechanics were so down packed. It was so technical. It's like
his street fights with freaking Foley.
He's done it all.
His whole feud with The Rock, everything up to the Iron Man match and all that. Triple H has done some really good shit. So I don't understand.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck Triple H.
You know what?
I'm saying it.
You know what?
I respect your opinion.
You can't respect him, man.
I actually like Triple H now, but there was a point in like 2004 and 2005 where I was just like, ugh.
See, that H I didn't watch. That must have been like, he must have been like overkill. Like Cena was
he
overkill.
opened up Raw with a lot of promos.
Okay,
like all the time.
See, that's the thing. See, I never seen that. So
it was just like every show opened with a Triple H promo. There was like 3 backstage promos throughout the show, and he wrestled in the main event. You know what I mean? It was just bop, 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 bop. Yeah, right. But Triple H, fantastic worker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I got back into it that way. I was watching it one day, and I'm watching the mechanics.
Right.
The dudes are moving, stuff like that. And
right, you're looking at it a totally different way than you used to.
I'm not watching it as a mark anymore, and I'm just like, I think I could do this.
Yeah.
And from there, I wasn't working then. I was selling tweed.
Okay, selling gimmicks.
Selling gimmicks.
Some tweeds.
It's legal here now.
Right, yeah. We're good.
We're good to go. We're good. I was selling it back then, so I wasn't working. So
I don't think that's retroactive. I don't think they can come back and arrest you now. Like Frank Champion.
Yeah, no, they can't come for me now.
Did you sell a dime bag back in 2009?
Yes, I did. So then that's when I got into it. I started watching everything I could, trying to find places to work, and I stumbled on 2KW.
Right.
This group of kids bumping like
Wilding
crazy,
out.
doing the amazing, jumping off of like gazebos,
taking bumps that I don't want to take in a ring
on those
on the
rubber mats.
goddamn ground.
I have no idea. I'm just like, I'm marking out for Rays.
Right,
I'm marking out-
EYFBO, right.
EYFBO was there. And he was just Angel Ortiz. He had this huge
Right,
fro.
yeah, the fro and stuff.
And I'm just like, yo, these dudes are awesome. And they winded up going to RWA
Right.
in Rhode Island. And I'm just like, where is this at?
Right.
Maybe I can figure out where this is. I do research. I find RWA is in Providence. Vern is now living in Waltham, Mass.
Okay.
And he's always like, yo, you need to come out. You need to come out. And I'm just like, well, how far away is it? Oh, it's like an hour.
Doable,
okay.
right? Doable.
Let me see what I can do. I'm not doing anything in New York. I talk to him. I say, hey, what's up? You want to try and do this wrestling thing legit? Because Vern's a huge mark.
Right, yeah.
Vern
Loves it.
I was a mark, Attitude Era, then stopped. Vern was a mark up until right now.
Right, just all life. Just life.
All life, Mark.
Right.
You go to Vern's crib, he's got bookshelves full of books,
Hell
and
yeah.
DVDs of wrestling, and that's just how it was. So he was just like, you come over here, we're doing it.
I have my selected wrestling books, you know what I mean? Like the ones that I bought certain books.
He's got like,
I don't own all the books. I know people that have.
He's
just,
got like the
it's like, oh, there's a
encyclopedia
wrestling book.
gimmicks.
Bought it. You know what I
Like,
mean?
you know the gimmicks where it has like the bio.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a big version of a program at a show.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
like those gimmicks in his bookshelf.
I think my favorite book is the Jericho book, the first one.
I never read that one.
The first one. Yeah, the first one. It's
I read
excellent,
two.
man.
I still love the Foley books.
The first Foley book's excellent
That
too.
one is awesome too.
I like the Lawler one. I like the Ted DiBiase one. I like the Gold Dust
You ever read
one.
the Kane one?
No,
That one's
Moolah. Can't forget about Moolah.
I didn't read the Moolah one. Did you read the
I
Moolah?
didn't read the
Yeah,
Google one. I
China's
read the
book.
Batista one.
China's book's pretty
Batista
good.
was after
China's
that?
book is got some weird shit in it. Like,
Did
Dude,
she
I was-
write it or somebody
I was
wrote it
just
for
trying
her?
to name books that no one would like.
and I read the China
even know-
book back
I
in
didn't
the
know China
day.
had a book.
I don't remember,
I did read them 2 books recently.
but the China book, man. I don't want to get into too graphic detail, but there's some chapters in there where like she's talking about how she got drugged at a party and she woke up and she was being made love to from each end.
Jesus.
Right. And she
China.
woke up like that. And that's in the
Well,
book. You know what I mean? That's
explains the
right.
after
yeah.
WWE stuff, I guess.
Right. Where you got to make them ducats.
You
But
gotta
hey,
have time
man,
to make those dollars.
Hogan made porn too. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
He's the greatest of all time.
Everybody's got to do it eventually.
Hulk Hogan, highest paid wrestler, highest paid porn star of all time.
It's not porn if he doesn't know he's being filmed.
That's
You
true.
saying he was in on that?
I mean, eventually life comes at you fast. Am I right? Life comes at you fast. You got to
I
do
guess
it
so.
at some point.
Frank Champion. How'd you get into this? So you knew about the RWA?
Okay, yeah. So,
You stay on track here, brother.
yeah,
I was
good
gonna say, I'm
thing-
glad that
good thing
Monster
you
Max
guys do
scooping
that.
us back in because I'm ready to start yelling about.
Stumbling on the Mac news, but he's good. He's good on my history.
Yeah.
If he's got my back, so
the fact that you have a better backstory.
that's just how I roll, bro.
Shay's backstory is my uncle
My
wrestled.
uncle,
I
was in the
wrestled
crowd.
too.
That's cool, but no.
He was really into security jobs. He always wanted to be a
Yeah,
security.
we'll get to you on the security deal. So yeah, I winded up emailing T. I just emailed T. I said I'm interested. What I need to do. I probably still have it if I can go fishing for it.
Yeah.
It's somewhere on Yahoo.com or something like that.
screenshot it, send it to
I definitely will.
in the bio.
I definitely will. I'll definitely look for it. T was like, I told him, I said, look, I'm looking for somewhere to start. I don't know how long I'll be with you guys. I want to branch out and just do it the best. You know
I'm
what
trying to go to WWE, kid. I'll spend a little time here in the RWA.
You know, I might go to Japan for a little bit.
Right, no big
But he
deal.
goes, and he initially said, coming here might not be the best idea if that's what you're trying to do. But if you want to come down, come on
down, right.
And I was like, all right, well shit.
That
I'll
was
come
a
on
weird
down.
response.
It from that, I was just like, well, I don't know what he means, but I'm going to go find out.
Right.
I went to, the first show I went to was one of their legacies.
Yep.
I think it was like Legacy 3.
So early on,
At the
yeah.
Bump Factory 1.
Bump 1, okay.
Where you guys know it as like Slam Tech.
Okay,
I
but
think
it was
that's-
same building, right?
Same building.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
run down.
Right, right.
We parked the first time we get there, and we're just like, where the fuck is it?
Right, you got to go up
dumpster.
and you got to go up like a fire escape stairs on the outside of a building.
It's creepy. It's
Yeah,
real
yeah.
creepy. and we get.
It's just this whole area is all mills, man. That's what it is.
That's what it is. So
Donald Trump's going to fix that. By the way, I don't know.
You must.
That's what I heard. No, I can't vote.
Well, you can't vote. You're from France.
Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
I don't want to split the crowd in half. So Hillary was a wonderful woman. God bless her.
He's from another country, and I'm a felon, so neither of us can vote. Yeah. We have zero say in who the president
is. That was
is.
Before the Trainee thing, we straightened out his life.
Yeah. Well, I'm good now.
You're good. Okay. Good. Where were we?
You say you sold tweeds. I was selling Twerowin.
Twerowin.
That's just a joke, guys. That's just a joke, people.
Take the tw out.
Just a joke, I promise.
Heroin.
Jason, you shut your mouth.
He's got it. So, where the hell was I, Mac?
You're getting into wrestling.
Okay, yes.
T said, don't you come down here.
RWA Legacy 3. First match I see, me and Vern walk in the building, and it's all the workers that are out there. So it's like, it's weird, but then there's still like people around the ring watching. And the first song is like, no one on the corner has swagger like us. And it's fucking Tony Reno coming out with the glitter or glow in the dark mouthpiece. And he's out there. And I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. He comes, it's like his debut match. And I don't know, they had like a median fish gimmick. He worked one of them and he goes over on them. And I'm like, oh, this is all right. T goes out there. T actually winds up like spraining his ankle. He does like a moonsault or some gimmick. I don't know. Or a swanton. And he
something, whatever T did that, he probably should have been doing.
But he did it, and I was like, man,
like,
I'm starting to watch, and I'm like, yo, these dudes are doing it legit. Like, this isn't like no foolishness. This is legit stuff. So I said, you know what, I'm into it. He's like, come down. We train on Fridays and Saturdays. You want to come down? Come down. So I went down the first night. Hanson was running JP Hansen
or Hack
the shooter
Hack, yeah, whatever. He's got a million names. Jimmy Gaga, Jimmy Alexander, right?
Something like James
James brothers.
Yeah, all those gimmicks.
Chris Cruz, Farmer Tan.
Chris Cruz got Farmer Tan.
We call it a trash man tan where we're from. Yeah, because he's used to hanging out the side of the end of the trash can, and all you can see is his arms, but he's got everything else covered. Trash man tan, you know what I'm talking about.
Because he's a trash man, right?
No, but that's the. What'd you say? No, Chris. He called Chris Cruz's tan up.
What he said? He said it a farmer tan, but I'm saying, what was your explanation for the trash man tan?
Because it looks like he's hanging off the back of a trash truck.
Oh yeah, because he's in the sun all the time.
Yeah, it looks like he
looks like he has a t-shirt on.
He's wearing a skin-colored tank top. That's what it is.
That's awesome.
All right, so you're getting into the wrestling business.
So yeah.
We got two stories to tell here, Frank.
Yeah,
I'm messing with you, but
I'm almost done.
All right, we're getting there.
So I start training there, and from there, they say I catch it immediately. They teach me how to bump, all that good stuff. Hanson showed me the basics. They stuck me in a ring and live one, and from there I was doing single stuff for, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years.
Tell us about your first match experience.
It was with Loose Change Charlie.
Loose Change,
which is also.
Oh, I've seen. Oh, because he had brought that.
If you pull the hood back, that's still Loose Change.
Is that well known?
I might have just broke kayfabe just now by saying
he brought the gimmick back recently for
did he?
AWR.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
does Change fall out of his pocket when he wrestles?
I think when I bumped him once, Change came out. From what I remember,
I guess that's a hazard as well. You don't want to have these little nicks on your back. You have to spin them. They have to be spinning though.
I legit knocked the snot out of them. I used to do his finish. It was all football gimmick because that's where I was coming from. I gave him the claw deal, with a STO kind of sweep.
Okay, yeah.
Boom. Poppy pulls the freaking mask off in the back. He's got snot just running down his
yeah.
He's like, you knocked me in the next week. I said, well,
my bad, brother.
My bad, brother. That's how it goes. But, from that, I was working single stuff. And then,
oh my God, is that what's
as Frank Champion, is that the name? Oh, hence the football.
It was Frank Prospect, the
Prospect.
Fury at first.
You always do the Fury
I was the Fury
right?
For a while.
For a quick minute.
Yeah. Back when he was Shay Silva. I used to watch you guys all the time. You three in WCW. I used to roll with JT. So
to the shows.
That's how I used to.
I have some footage of you in the crowd, at like showcase shows too.
Yeah,
that we're working that JT was on.
I used to watch
like
you guys
that.
all the time.
Yeah, that's funny.
All the time.
I remember thinking like, hey, I like look back at it now. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah,
there's Frank in the crowd.
I was there. I didn't pop for anything because I was too busy just analyzing because I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I still don't know shit. But I was just sitting watching. So there was like a tag tournament at WCW once. It was like 12 matches, and it was
In
like
one
Dunn
night.
versus Turtle.
Yes,
like
for the
during their whole
Commonwealth belt,
saga.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, for the belt. Yeah, so the whole time you were in the Enterprise.
Versus DUI.
Yeah, you lost first round, didn't you?
Yeah.
Jabronis.
That was my baby face.
Jabronis.
That's when you turn face. You need he needs to tell the babyface turn story. Go ahead.
Babyface turn. So before the match, I think I was just getting to the feud with freaking Chris.
Okay.
So the setup was we lost. I think we lost the month before, and there was that caused heat, brother. You already know.
Yeah.
So this match happens. They take out my knee. DUI works over. I tap out.
My knee.
My knee, exactly. I tap out for the finish.
I've had surgery 5
And then-
times in my left knee.
Alex Lindell picks me up by my shoulder straps.
Is that Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan.
Just say Jordan. Confused the shit out of me.
I don't know.
I know him as
Preston Adonis. Yeah.
He's talking his shit, slaps the shit out of me, and then here comes Chris, chop block to the knee. They start beating on me, and then the hoods come out. You remember this, right? You remember that. The hoods come out, and then whatever. I was supposed to be part of the hoods for a little bit. I think we did like 1-6-man where we beat the hell out of Joe Bellica.
Yeah. Speaking of Joe Bleeks, he retired. He
love that
had a
match.
retirement
That
match
match was
against
amazing.
JB Tickle. Joe Bleeks, best of luck in your
Yes,
future
we'll know.
endeavors.
We'll miss you, brother. Bring me more Chinese food.
I'm sad that I'm.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, because the last time I seen him, he went to Missouri for like a week, so he was wearing like cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and he had like a vest on and chaps and stuff. It was great.
That match was awesome too, dude. Coast to coast.
That coast to coast was amazing.
Best coast to coast I ever seen.
Amazing.
So
Hey, Chris.
so you're having this feud with Chris.
Yeah,
You
and
got
it
into it.
all boiled down into a chain match, a Fall River chain match.
Hell
At the
yeah,
Corky Row.
the best kind.
I loved it.
Corky
At the
Row.
Corky Row.
SmackDown.
I loved it. That was SmackDown. Hey,
I was drafted to SmackDown.
you were drafted. You Mark.
I was drafted.
Both brands, brother.
We were on
Both
the
brands.
SmackDown brand too back then. Yeah, we were Corky
Both
Row.
brands.
We were Corky Row, and then we did the bikini contest in Fairhaven, and they were like,
Remember
"Yo,
that was hilarious.
we gotta bring these cats up here because they don't give a damn."
You guys had to be on Raw. You guys had to call up.
We made the switch over. It was pretty sweet.
we switched brands.
Man, that chain match.
I almost won that contest, by the way.
You should have won.
Yeah, I should have.
won.
I was going against the five-time
One more.
bikini champion Kelly Brooks. Thanks for the name info, because I would have just called her by the
Who else
shoot
was in there?
name.
It was a whole bunch of nobodies, right?
Yeah, it was Kelly Brooks and Kelsey
Yes.
and yep, not Kelsey Grandma.
Eric Dillon. What was her name? Eric Dillon used to have this chick that used to wear those big ass jeans.
No, that she wasn't in it though. That she wore Lita jeans, but she wasn't. Nicole Vincelli,
That's her name.
Yeah.
something like that.
It was that bronze chick, the one with like the buck teeth, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
her.
she was in it.
Jordan's wife,
Oh yeah, yep,
Heather.
Really?
yeah.
Um,
This is on YouTube, isn't it?
random. Yeah, if you go to massamac.net,
Hey,
you can
fun.
watch just look up bikini contest hosted by John Cena Sr. and
And I was name dropping.
John Cena Sr. and
I like to call him John Senior.
he stole that from me.
Nice.
Time
I
though.
love it. I love it.
But yeah, you should have won, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, so Shay,
Chain match.
chain match.
Chain match.
You and Chris Amaral.
But
Let's
block.
watch
I'm
it.
not letting anyone watch it.
It's on his page.
You don't say that.
Hey, that might be blocked. I'm not gonna lie. You might not be
It was
able to watch
taken.
that.
It was taken. It was
But
so
like-
good. They had to take it down.
But like, it's like highlight 187 because David Cashmark over here.
So how did that match go?
Pretty bad.
Good stuff.
We used like an old grill chain that was like locking up Chris's grill, I guess, in his house or something. It was
I love that you scramble for the
it
props.
was like 10 feet long. Oh man.
Not like you guys had any time to plan it or anything like that, right?
Yeah,
No-
for real. It was like 1 month. Oh, you guys have a chain match. It's like, what?
You're like, where are we getting a
What?
chain from?
What?
And Jamie's not looking for a chain
All
for
I-
you.
It's
all
too
I remember
expensive.
Is breaking Jordan's nose that match. He gets up on the apron, and I was going to bump him off of the chain, and I just punched him in the face. I ended up breaking him.
Did he bump off?
Yeah, he bumped out the apron.
Awesome. As long as he
Yeah.
sold for you, that's all that matters.
Hey, he sold.
He
This is after you guys were a team?
Yes.
You guys were a babyface team, right?
Oh, we were heels.
I was going to say, no one liked you guys.
Oh, I can't blame them.
Nobody liked the Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
Well, why would you? You know what I mean? That's the real question.
Bikini
This is that bikini contest. The bikini contest is like 45 minutes long, but I edited it with 2 camera angles into 11 minutes.
Look at that.
On point, dog. What up?
Wow.
It took a while. Don't get me wrong.
That must have been that prison education.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking.
Okay.
I read a lot of how-to editing books and
A lot of trips to the library.
right.
Oh, Jillian's in there too. But she was a ref, right?
Right. She was one of the judges. So we're gonna go back because you're talking about you and Chris, this is probably the most mentioned Chris has ever gotten on this podcast. Like we've dropped his name quite a few times. Look at us, dressed like we're goddamn going to Hawaii.
This is how you guys got on Raw.
Yeah. This is how we got on Raw. We went out. We got some props that we returned to Walmart the next day.
I have a picture with you guys.
Dressed like that. Yeah. Yes, you do. We're wearing goggles. It was great. It was a fun time.
ROH lighting.
We returned the shorts and everything, right?
It's the boas, the shirts. Yeah, the shirts had baby oil on them. We didn't give a damn.
Is that Miss Shannon right there, sitting front row?
It might be. Yeah, quite possibly. I'm
Little Monster Max side note, we were the judges for this bikini contest, but the fans were the ones who actually did the judging. We just sat out there for no reason.
Strange.
Hey, you guys had something to do, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It was fun though. I had a good time. Yeah,
Exactly.
If you watch a lot, I sneak my way into that contest.
Okay.
But anyways, let's get back on track, guys.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk.
So you're feuding with Chris, right? That feud lasts long.
I think it lasted like a good maybe 3 or 4 shows.
So I'm
Nah, it lasted a while. Hey, yes, it is. Nah, it lasted. I think it lasted longer than that. We had like random 6-mans, and then they put a mask on Chris because he got possessed by friggin' Redemption.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then he turned evil. He was like,
But I say I want to go back before that, Shay. How did you start training? Was it was obviously through Brickhouse, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing you back doing like LPW stuff.
yeah.
Right, you've been around for a minute. You were the Master Brony on NECW TV back in the day, right?
What was it? Dark Match Jones.
Dark Match Jones.
Match Jones. I started training back in like 2009. I wanted to train a year before that actually, but
It's like we started around the same time.
yeah.
Right, yeah, you
but
guys
they
kind of
wouldn't
sounds.
let
That's
me-
weird, right? But there's like a big age difference there, though. In 2009, Shay was 12.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
38.
Yeah, I wanted to train like back in like 08, like a year before that. I remember asking him and like asking Davey, and he kept saying no. I was pretty pissed.
Right.
And then he finally brought me one day, so I get to the class. It's like John Monroe, Vinny. It's like all them dudes. Pick them up. Which ones?
Pick up them names.
I'm just letting people know. And then we did the training.
Letting the people know.
we did the training. I get home that night. Never wanted to go back again.
Yeah,
I
you were
was
one of those kids.
So beat up, yeah.
Yeah.
And Dave was like, "Oh, you're gonna go back?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." But I did, and it was fun. It was like every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right, and this was in the Soccer Center?
No, at the VFW.
So you weren't even wrestling when they were in
Soccer Center?
New
Nope.
Bedford at Soccer Center?
Nope. I was going to
Holy
shows,
cow.
but I wasn't wrestling.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
Crazy.
So it was like every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, yeah.
and it was fun. It was fun.
Say, I think those, I don't know, that's so weird, man. I remember going to those trainings already having known Brickhouse for years at that point. You know what I mean? Like, I remember Brickhouse when they were training at Yankee in New Bedford and shit like that. It's kind of nuts.
The one that behind
Price Right.
Grand Price.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here come the ladies.
Oh, here we go.
Holla holla. See, she walked around the whole ring. I edited it out. Looked like she went right up the stairs.
Yeah, look at
Saving
that.
time, dog, cutting 30 seconds here and there. So you start training, you start working shows. You
Who
get
the hell is
slapped.
that?
I believe Riot was, she was friends with Riot.
Oh, all right.
She was a lady friend of Riot. Yeah. 5-time champion. And they were just like, shit, we need chicks. Somebody put on a bikini. So you start working. You get slapped with Chris right away?
No, they were like, at first they were like, I think it was Jamie that came up to me and said, "Oh, do you want to do security?" Or I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So I was doing
Right,
security.
and you're involved in the show, right? This is your foot in the door kind of thing.
pretty much, yeah.
Were you
So,
doing ring crew at the same time?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Brother.
And then doing, then I forgot what happened. They were like, "Oh yeah." Actually, before I started doing security, it was like Devin Baker doing it. This
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
Angel. this Zach
Ramos,
They
the
were all
Wild
good.
Hammers,
They
the Wild
left.
Hammer Security
They left.
Company.
So it was me, Zach, Devin, and Chris at first. Oh, my
Look at that! Look at him in
God.
that little those little bikini bottoms.
You return those Speedos.
I think those were Trevor's Speedos.
Really? That's a name
I
haven't
believe.
heard in a while.
Fitting them well there. You fit them
Given by Scott Levesque. It was a present to
look at
Trevor.
that.
They went to look at the. Hold on, I'm gonna rub them down with that coconut oil. Look at that.
I love
That's
it.
what best friends do.
No spam this time? Usually you spray me
like
down
we're
with
doing that
spam. That's happened.
Pam, spam is like a meat.
Spam? Oh, yeah.
I
That's,
don't rub you down with meats.
You gotta oil me down.
What about
Look
you
at that
guys?
inner thigh rub I'm doing right there.
We could double oil each other.
Yes, like a big hug.
I'm with it.
You're with it?
Yeah, I'm awesome.
so when did you meet your life partner, your tag team partner, Frank Champion? How did it all go down?
Where did we meet? I think it was
I know.
VCW.
I got it. You're wrong.
You got
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so going back to RWA, this is where I moved out to Rhode Island, and I was now training a lot with JT.
I know. Okay, yeah,
I was training a lot with JT,
Uh-huh.
who was training this other kid named Logan, who had a condition where he had to stop working.
Yep.
But that kid was really good. So,
To a girl, right? He's a girl now.
is he a girl?
Isn't that the thing? Isn't Logan the one that used to tag with Billy Ware?
I think you.
What do you mean he's got it?
I think he's thinking of a different alternate
it's a different
universe
Logan.
or something.
Thinking of a different wrestling reality.
Some kind of.
Oh, something alternative?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, then he must be a girl now. Okay, we'll go with that. So JT's like, oh, the hoods are gonna come by, and I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. Yeah, I used to call them the Briscoe brothers. First time I saw the hoods, I said, oh, they're the Briscoes. They're freaking awesome. Yeah, they do all spots. I was like, yo, they're awesome.
Were you an ROH fan?
Once I started to get into it, back in like 08, 09.
Okay,
I
did
found Ring of
you?
Honor.
Okay, so you didn't see it because I was going to New York
Wow.
to shows to see ROH
Now,
like
Vern
year
used
one.
to go to shows.
You know
too.
what I mean? We were riding out there to watch shows.
Wow.
Philly, New York,
Going out for-
yeah,
you
yeah,
were
for
diehard.
yeah. The first like 2 or 3 years of ROH,
You saw a lot of good shit.
yeah, we seen a lot of cool stuff. I was like, I have like old CM Punk and Daniel Bryan shirts.
Wow.
And, yeah,
So
yeah,
now
from back then.
I saw first guy I saw. It was ROH on HDNet,
Right.
and it was Claudio Castagnoli,
Oh, see,
and he's
like,
very European.
right.
And I'm
the
like,
most money making man.
yeah, and I was like, this dude's over.
Right.
From right there, I was like, he's the man. He needs to be somewhere else, and now he's freaking Cesaro.
Yeah, he's
making tons
killing
of money.
it.
Yeah, he's
'Cause,
killing
like
it.
you say, the Briscoe brothers, but like when we started watching it, like one of the Briscoes couldn't wrestle because
Really?
he was too young, and they
Really?
like he would still come up to the shows, and they can only
didn't
wrestle
even
in
know
some
that.
states and stuff.
Mark the Young, the one that's like Kung Fu Briscoe now.
Yeah, dude.
They're awesome. They're freaking awesome.
They're hilarious, those guys.
So yeah, he says the hoods are coming by, and in comes the hoods and some other young kid who's probably like 16, and he's like, oh, we'll just chain around and mess around for a little bit, and it winds up being me and him, and he's working circles around me.
Jason?
Jason is working circles around me. I'm just like, he gets me to the mat with a hammer lock, and I'm like,
Look at that
okay,
split.
what the fuck do I do out of this?
No, I don't remember this.
I'm telling
I
you.
remember being there, but I don't remember.
You were like, you said something like, take my arm. And I was like, all right. And I took your arm, and that's how I got out of it, and I tagged the hell out of there.
You're like,
I got
oh, man, what the
business
hell?
training
Yeah.
With anybody. So that's where I know we initially met.
All right.
And then we started doing them VCW shows.
Those VCW
Me, you,
shows
and Devin used to hang out a lot.
Something else.
Yeah, those VCW shows are fun. Show up, tape 3 shows in one
Yeah.
one day. You'd be there for like 8 hours.
yep.
The same fans see you 3 times. It was fantastic.
Interesting.
You guys did the VC dubs, right?
Sometimes,
No.
sometimes like you were a face and then you were a heel.
Yeah, you'd go heel. It was weird. It was weird, but fun at the same time. But that was another time. But I mean, after VCW,
We didn't see each other for a while.
because I stopped for a little bit.
You were at WCW for a little bit.
I was at WCW.
Yep. And then you just like disappeared.
You disappeared out of
Yeah, I
WCW.
disappeared because I moved back to New York.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I moved back to New York.
And then I don't
Yeah.
think I seen you again until I started working at RWA.
Yes, that's when I started seeing you again, and
We
then
tagged.
we tagged with Connor in a
Connor,
6-man, some random 6-man.
Against Judge.
Judge,
iDub,
iDub,
No,
and
not Judge. I don't. Yeah.
Nick Marchand,
Marshawn, yep.
and Kellen.
And Kellen.
Yeah, I just saw those pictures, and Kellen. And I think your uncle, Davey, was like,
On Facebook,
yeah, they should be a tag team. They need tag teams. They should be a tag team. And I
Right.
was like, I'm down. He's like, oh, he's down.
And that's how the heavy hitters became.
Yeah, I mean,
was Davey Cash's Facebook suggestion?
We're Davey Cash's love child. She is popping and locking. Okay,
MonsterMac.net, folks, watch that video.
Yeah, we're Davey Cash's brainchild, pretty much.
I like it.
We came up with the name. I was talking to Massey, and I was like, "We need a name." He's like, "Well, what is the team?" I said, "Well, I'm obviously the big heavy. Shay would be the quick hitting style."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh shit, heavy hitters."
We the heavy hitters.
And he said, "You're welcome." I was like, "Okay,
thanks."
Yeah. I was like, "Thanks." I was like, "That works for me." So from there, we just
so we have something in common. I don't know if you guys know this or not.
What's that?
There's a guy from Jersey that has a name similar to ours.
Yes. Some guy by the name of Monster Mac.
Monster Mac.
Monster. MONSTA.
A.
Is there
Mac.
H at the end? No. Just an A.
M-A-C.
He's got a K too.
Damn it! Really? There's a K?
There's a K back.
God damn it!
Monster Mac. You guys.
I remember we went to Philly, and it was the first time that they did ROH. The Hit Squad did ROH, and they announced them, and they said Monster Mac, and I looked over at him, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like
somebody else?
There's another one of you. Like, are you booked and you didn't tell me?
Were they ass kickers like that back then too?
Oh yeah, they were real rough. They were all rough and tumble back then for sure.
And that's why I'm happy no promoter's ever gonna want to book Monster Mac versus Monster Mac.
So no hard R against the A.
Yeah, because
okay.
Not saying I'm scared or anything.
Hit Squad. Hit Squad
versus Mac Attack. We'll be out there trying to bite their asses and do like trip spots and stuff, and they just beat the shit out of us.
Monster.
And then Dan Moff and training number 1. Danny Moff number 1 and training number 1 at ringside.
Yeah, we almost caught a lot of flack for that though, having the heavy hitter's name. We were just starting to make the Facebook page, try to be legit,
stuff. Yeah.
all the stuff.
Sending it to everybody.
Like, how come you're sending me this when you're using our name? I was like, well, I didn't even know you were the heavy hitters.
Right, yeah.
The Hit Squad.
Right.
I remember you as the Hit Squad coming out like looking like you're wearing jumpsuits, beating the shit out of guys. Yeah, and he's like, no, it was Mack and Low Life Louie.
Right, but everybody else is like, who the hell is Low Life Louie?
Right, but Low Life Louie trained like a bunch of dudes.
I know. He's good. He's not. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying like we didn't know at that time. Like, oh, it's the Hit Squad, right? Yeah.
I know who Low Life Louie was.
As I say, like in New England wrestling, like people, I remember back in the day always saying something like, I don't think you're gonna get us confused for that other guy. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming to the show with the photo of the guy in the mask that says Monster Mac underneath it.
Right.
You don't think you're going to see the other guy.
Right, exactly.
You know?
So I don't know, but where the heck were we? Now I'm lost.
Also, Heavy Hitters was the name of the rap group that the guy McNasty, who does the Monster Mac Show theme song for the podcast too.
Oh, nice.
Does all our graphics. McNasty. He was in the Heavy Hitters. So when I initially heard that other Monster Mac guy was in the Heavy Hitters, I was like, oh, stealing my friend's shit. I'm gonna start accusing you on Twitter, son.
That stupid live freaking insurance gimmick.
Yeah, you need to get the copyright gimmick.
Yeah.
I thought the only thing that us and the Heavy Hitters had in common was that we both like to go to Applebee's after the shows.
Absolutely. I mean, that's
Heavy Hitters, Heavy Eaters, son.
Heavy Eaters. Hashtag Heavy Eaters. I've been doing that for years. I just put you on it.
Heavy over everything.
Heavy over
everything.
We've been Applebeeing it up since I can remember.
Yeah. After shows, right? It's just
half price apps. You can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
I can get wings, some sliders, some fries,
mozzarella sticks, son. What up?
$15.
Right.
Fries, right?
No, don't do that. No regular fry, bro. Listen.
Hold on, Shay. How do you take your steaks?
Medium well.
Oh, medium well now.
You see that?
He's bringing it, dropping it. He normally takes it overly well done. Yeah, overcooked.
Overcooked, well done. Overcooked.
I just remember we all went out to eat, and I got my burger something the same way you did, and you were like, "There it is,
medium fucking well." That's how it's done.
And Shay's just like, "Give me just a burnt, give me a burnt patty, give me a burnt patty and some."
I just want a hockey puck. Give me a hockey puck with cheese. Like, come on, that's not how it works. That's not how it works, brother.
So you guys, you come up with the name.
Yep.
You start doing the thing. When did you realize that you guys clicked well as a team?
I think.
I'll let him take that one. I have an idea.
Now, is this the match with I'm thinking two things.
Are you asking me? Because I have no
match-
idea.
No, I'm saying, one match I really liked was the chairs match with Self-Made Money.
That's what I'm thinking
But, okay.
Kenny Roberts and
of. The other one,
But our first, our first favorite match was you and Mike Montero, trainee number 1 and Mike Montero.
That match was terrible.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my favorite match of 2014.
And I think you had the broken leg at that time.
Yeah. He had robot leg syndrome.
Now I'm gonna break a little kayfabe. The reason
RLS.
why I love that match so much is most dudes they get to the building, they're practicing their spots, this, that, and the third. The four of us just sat there in 4 chairs and we're just like, oh, why don't we do this?
Right.
We do this.
Right.
We'll piece this together. We're like match 7. We'll come back.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we
Then it was like
bullshitted.
the whole
An hour
time.
later, we come back. We put it all
Like,
together.
what were we talking about before? Like, what was there?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like wait, and then we put it all together. We went out there and we bodied the whole match. It was
Right.
amazing. That's
And
why I like
That match was great. I loved it.
I just remember putting Shay up in the bucko with Mike, and he looked at me and he's like, "What are we doing?" And I just turned to him and I was like, "Give him a fucking
That
Rana."
makes sense because if you watch back, I'm just sitting there like, all right, with my hands right. I'm like, when is it
Oh, it was
coming?
so funny,
When is it
though.
coming?
You gotta find that.
Yeah,
I have it. I'm gonna find it. It's right in here somewhere.
it is in there somewhere, huh?
Oh, I remember that 6-man.
Yeah, the 6-man was good too.
That's when Trips threw somebody to the outside and hit the table or something like that.
Oh, I'm sure it caused all kinds of jiggity jive.
All I know was like there was a whole bunch of finishing kicking out in the last.
Yeah.
That is one team we haven't worked yet, man.
You found it.
Freaking advertisement.
So you guys
Damn.
teaming together, really hitting your stride.
What's the chairs?
The chairs match. Yeah,
The chairs match. What was okay? We did the tag team tournament. No, that was not the
tag team tournament floundered.
It was done, right?
Yeah,
it was done at that point.
T paired us together.
Yeah,
T put us self-made and us together just to see like what'll happen.
we had a good decent 2 decent matches together, and then
Yeah,
the feud was I couldn't make it to Dynasty.
yeah, because you went to.
I went to House of Bricks. I had House of Hey.
You was a-
So I couldn't make it there, and then they took out my leg as an injury. They put an injury angle, so it was Frank and Frank.
Yeah,
It was Frank and Frank.
Look, Shay's first thing that happens is Shay slaps me in my ear. Oh, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, I cannot wait until I get to slap him back, and I do it twice because I'm.
Yeah, and the second one pissed me off.
Yeah.
The second one.
That's back when our Orange Gear matched.
Yeah, until you ruined yours, guy.
I ruined mine, right? Yeah. Son of a bitch. But yeah, the
Oh,
chairs
man.
match.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, tell us about that
at
jazz
Dynasty,
match.
it was, what, you and Frank?
No,
Frank and Beans?
you're not telling them about the chair. You got to tell them about.
I am. I'm talking about the setup to it. They took out my leg the show before. Then Dynasty, it was you and Frank.
Yeah, but the chairs match that's when they took your leg out.
Was it?
Damn, bro.
Oh,
Right?
damn.
You can tell the
Yeah.
story?
Oh, damn.
Give the mic back to
Alright,
give the
alright,
mic back to
so
Frank.
You got one more shot.
Hold on,
One shot?
just
All
one second, guys. Here it is, right here, where I slapped the shit out of Shay. Boop. The first one, I was like, I didn't get that enough.
Another
Fuck
one.
you.
Yeah, right there. That's what I got. I was like so mad right there.
It's cool.
And
Me and you just beat each other
I
up.
picked you up. I'm like, all right, brother.
Yeah,
we're
we're
like,
cool.
fine.
No, right here. You get me.
I
You get me back right here.
I
Watch
get
this.
you
Right
back
this.
here,
Right in my fucking face.
That's wrestling, bro.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. And I was sitting here, right? Look at this. Friends.
Friends.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. It's wrestling.
Let's work.
But so chairs match.
All right, chairs match happens. It was 2 chairs or 4?
4.
4 around the ring, right?
4.
Set up
4
around the rings.
ring, yep.
And I did normally I think
I love this spot actually.
this one right here. I don't do that in low rings.
Boom, and then here it
Here
comes.
it is. Here it is.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
more
we
often.
do.
We're stealing that.
If
That's
low-
it's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah, it's
It's
fine.
a low ring, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the chairs match, 4 chairs around the ring, and I think everyone expected us to go out there and beat the hell out of each other with chairs.
Yeah. I think people just thought we were gonna beat the shit out. of
Was
them.
just gonna be wild.
No,
Yeah.
We worked a match that included chairs. Like we would set up, we would tease the chair, and then Frank gave Kenny the sidewalk on the chair.
Yeah, I gave him it was some deal where, well, the way we started, they tried to get to chairs.
They tried to get the
immediately.
chairs first. Yeah.
They tried to get to the chairs immediately.
We cut them off
We
a
cut
little
them off, and we were the baby faces at that time.
Yeah.
So
Mixed match gear.
yeah, we had the mismatched
I had
gear.
the cheerleader stuff
Yeah,
on.
you had the
I had the
cheerleader gear.
cheerleader
And I had that-
Wait.
Hold on.
There was not a heavy hitters I remember where Shay was rocking like cheerleader skirt and pom poms and shit.
So I wanted a custom singlet.
Yes.
So I drew up this design. I'm like, oh, okay, myself. Awful. You know, the black and red singlet. I wore it at House of Bricks last week.
Okay, sure, yeah.
It was everyone says it looks like a cheerleader singlet.
Okay, yeah.
And
Comes up here like a V.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking.
I don't agree, but I say it just to make them happy.
Be aggressive, Shay. Be aggressive.
Boo!
Ooh, that's a good.
I lined the piss out of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we worked it where we didn't really want to use the chairs unless we had to, but then they took over heat with the chairs.
Just like classic baby faces.
Right, exactly. You know, white meat baby faces. We're going out there. We can't use the chairs unless we have to. I think we set up something where I was gonna like suplex him off the top. He bumped me off.
He didn't even give you a chance to get to the rope. Like,
and then he jumped off, and I sidewalked him on the chair, and that's when we started using the chair.
Okay, that's where it came into play.
Yeah,
and then it was like a double between you guys. Like, it was like a double down, me and
you guys swung both the chairs or something.
Like Frank duck.
Yeah, it was
something.
something.
The chairs, and then
I think he bumped you.
You bumped him. And then Kenny bumped me. At the
and then
time.
Kenny whacked. The big deal was Kenny hit me with the chair, and I was gonna no sell it.
Yeah.
So he freaking. So I dummied into it. Boom, hits me with the chair, and I no sell it. Scream. Smack the chair out of his hand like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
That's the first time we do the fucking spear clothesline deal.
Yep.
We first hit our finish that we don't even do anymore.
No.
Yeah.
What's the finish? What's the finish now?
Back fist into a sky high.
Yeah.
Back fist to sky high.
Everybody rather takes that one
than the spear clothesline. Yeah.
I don't.
We're stealing it.
They're stealing. The
Which
spear
one?
clothesline?
The spear clothesline?
Yeah.
Which one are you?
I don't want to do that.
No, then we'll steal the other one.
The spinning back fist sky high. Yeah. We can do that.
I don't.
I used to do the sky high. Right?
We'll
Remember?
just do
Steal one of our
the
moves.
flapjack.
Yeah.
We'll do the flapjack bulldog.
Damn it!
We're stealing moves.
That's
brother.
property of Monster Mac. You can't have that.
Trademark.
We're stealing the theme. We're stealing it all.
First off, it's called the Belgian Waffle Press.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Asterisk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Belgian waffle press.
And that's our trademark Monster Mac show. Suck it.
And if you're going to do the hand wave, you have to tell the fans, hands like this, hands like this, and then show them hands in the air.
Hands
Just
like
a little
this.
tip.
So yeah, that had to be one of my favorite matches. Like the ones where we were like, okay,
You felt each other as a tag team, like you knew
You
it.
know the deal at RWA. You have a good match, the boys come to the ring,
Right, slap the mat. Yeah.
Mats, and that's what they did for us at the end. And I was like, okay, now we're going.
Feeling it. Yeah.
And what was after that?
Was that same thing with you, Shay? You felt that was like the defining moment. Now you guys have to bounce soon, huh?
I guess.
No, I'm not forcing you out or anything like that. That's not the deal. I just know you guys got a little bit of a ride. You guys are doing XWA tonight, right?
Yeah.
XWA.
And you guys are grappling up against now XWA. People don't know West Warwick. They have Thursday night delight shows.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell they're actually called, but
I think they're called Thursday Night Throwdown or something.
copyright infringement.
Sorry.
It's that Thursday night. And when's Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, isn't it? Oh, you sons of bitches.
Man.
XWA.
Oh no, the WAs are gonna clash.
Clash of the Titans.
All the wrestling alliances will clash.
Those ABC's promotions.
Oh man. But yeah, no, we can keep going. I mean,
Yeah, cool. No, I just want to make sure you guys on. I don't want you guys to get.
show starts at 7:30. We'll leave it like
So, 'cause we're
6:15. Get to 7, maybe not.
Yeah. But look,
We'll figure it out.
we're in a little bit of a time warp right now because this is episode 52.
Okay.
We're recording episode 50 tomorrow, and 51's already recorded.
Nice.
So, and then we have.
We're in the future, right?
Right, we're in the future right now, and then I have another podcast. I didn't tell him about it. I got one lined up for hopefully next week before the wrestling shows. So we're pretty much booked up for the month of November
Oh, that's pretty
already. So I'm glad we could get you guys down here to do it. How does it feel being in the future?
Futurish.
I don't know yet.
Awesome match, the XWA match you guys had. Awesome match, guys. You and Bob Evans, right?
You guys against Bob and Sully Banger.
Sure.
I just know who was it?
Tim Hughes.
Tim Hughes, the guy. He was Mr. Hughes, right, in WWF. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Actually, on Big Cat on my network.
Yeah, and Tim Hughes no-showed, and they had to replace him with Sully Banga. I couldn't believe that.
Oh, man. Damn it.
Yeah, we're from the future. It's okay.
Okay, you guys are time travelers.
Yeah. Now, how do the heavy hitters go from working just at RWA, and when did you guys stop branching out? Because right now you guys are I mean, I see you guys at NWW all the time.
Yeah.
Like I see you guys everywhere. Like we do a lot of shows together and bump into each other a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was WCW.
I think WCW.
Dude,
I
no,
kept.
It was House of Bricks.
Was it
HOB?
Yes,
It was
the
HOB
Beasts.
first.
The Beast.
The Beasts. Yeah, we worked the Beasts.
Colossus.
Colossus
and
Redemption.
That match was fantastic.
Redemption.
Did you have a great time? Now, did Colossus give you the handshake of a little girl?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure because
Colossus got the biggest hands in the world, but he shakes your hand so
Yes, he does.
me and him this weekend just mushed our two floppy hands together.
kind of like, hey, nice.
Because, like, I knew who was coming at me with the floppy fish. I gave it right back to him. We just, our two hands just, hey, what's up, brother?
Knuckles and
Yeah, it was just nothing. Just, blah.
He had me every time. I always think I'm gonna get a good one, but no, little baby fingers.
you gotta go in. You gotta go in with that handshake like a man.
Yeah.
With Colossus, because he might slip up and give you a man shake. You know?
Man,
That's
yeah.
true.
You don't want to get
That's
caught
true.
up.
So you guys branch out HOB, or Wrestle the Beast, which is, I want to watch it. I'm going to look it up soon.
Wait, do we have that on tape?
Nah, I don't think so.
HOB
Before the match, Redemption is like-
Turnbuckle TV, episode 12.
Before the match, Redemption's like, whatever you do, don't touch my left shoulder.
The only
Don't touch my left shoulder.
the only super kick I've ever thrown in my life right here.
Really? Hey, Redemption's like, don't touch my left shoulder. Match starts. What do?
Initially,
I go
just
initially
immediately right to the
left
shoulder.
Yeah, right to the shoulder.
He gingerly wrenches.
He was like,
Yeah.
hey, brother. I was like, oh, tag out Frank.
Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, it was
man.
House of
It
Bricks
was
and WCW.
then WCW, then NCW.
NCW, maybe.
We did a Rumble.
We did
That
do
was.
a Rumble.
I feel like that was the one. I feel like that was the one that was like, okay, we're branching out.
Right.
Because end of the day, like some of the places we kind of get little to no pizza. I call it pizza.
Right, yeah, no.
I call it pizza.
Pizza, yeah, no pizza for you.
No pizza for me. Sometimes you don't get any slices. NCW came. This is why
You gotta
love
slice
JC
it too,
so much.
right?
He gave me a slice.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Shay looked at each other. We were like, pizza, bro. Like, awesome. So that's when I was like, okay, now we can make something of this. Let's
Right, yeah.
Let's see how far we can actually do it. So there was NCW, Lucky Pro, because Shay had the tie with Lucky Pro.
Yeah.
Because they have no tag teams. So we wound up being like the tag team.
They also have no promotion right now, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they're supposed
Are they
to be
coming back?
December, they're looking for, like, dates for December,
No, I think it's January.
January,
Something
probably,
like
right?
that.
I'll have to hit those guys up, see what's going on up there.
They
They have
do
no
tag
tag
teams.
teams. We're a tag team for sure.
This is where I kill you.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I broke my hand and had a concussion on this show.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
My left. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, yeah,
I'm
that's.
so sorry.
I was like, do I owe these dudes money? Like
Did I
what?
splash you here?
I thought we were friends. Yeah.
This is when we were doing the gimmick. We were splashing everybody.
Yeah.
This is how we took dudes out.
I love that corner.
Listen, I love T for this. As heels, he booked us amazing.
Yeah, you guys were
When he put
powerful
belts
ass
on us?
heels. Yeah.
And we had the cage match, and we lost
Influence.
That was like the best 9 months. Those
Right,
9
that whole
months,
run.
The whole run was awesome.
Yeah, you guys were beating everybody.
Yeah, we're beating up a lot, including you guys.
Yeah, for us for sure.
Except Crankin' Amazing.
Those sons of bitches.
Crankin' Amazing. I think their win-loss against us is like 2-1
Nah,
or
I
3-0.
think it's like
Crank it up.
no.
They-
I think it's 2-1 because
I don't think we ever beat them.
No one speaks of.
Oh,
The match that shall not be spoken of.
Frank the Crank dropped him on a body slam.
On your dome?
Right beginning of the match.
We called it the beginning of the match. We're gonna
Yeah.
hype Shay up. Shay's gonna charge at him. He's gonna take a body slam. Hyped him up. Charged at him. Dropped. Drop. I was like,
I don't
oh,
remember
all right.
anything else from that match.
Yeah, I think we won that one, and then from then on, they beat us. There was a gimmick with Lucy's shoe.
That Fall River Army.
Yeah, okay.
The Fall River Armory show, the last
Which,
show. That show was awesome.
upsetting. I'm upsetting that we missed it. We were on vacation.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, we weren't there. We would have been with you guys in that 4-way tag match.
No, but we watched.
All right, so that 4-way tag match would have been one of the teams there would have been replaced with us.
Ah, okay.
But we were gone, and then another. If you figure out what the teams are,
I think
you
I
can
can.
figure out who would have been we were replaced.
I think I have an idea.
RWA Showcase.
Yeah, we were the showcase match. We were the champs.
Okay.
That's where they called us Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, the fans, right.
they
Yeah,
called
you
us
guys.
Hungry Hippos for they still call us Hungry Hippos. It's easy. HH. We're two
Right,
fat
right,
dudes,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I'm the fat dude. He's chubby.
Yeah.
Chubby.
You guys like to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm romantically enhanced. That's what I tell my wife.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm romantically enhanced.
Speaking of your wife and romantically enhanced,
What?
Mike Montero tells me a funny story.
What?
About how like he drove you
Yep.
to
Listen.
to her house
I love my
or
wife, and this was she was my girl at the time.
Right.
I fucked up.
right? Yeah.
You fuck up, right?
Right, yeah.
You mess with a girl, you fuck up sometimes, and you got to make it right.
And I believe the phrase "I need you, baby"
I said-
was used, right?
I think he might have brought that up.
No
on
way,
his own.
dog. No way.
So
You never told me this.
So, all right, so here's the story. So I wind up saying to Mike, who's on the screen right now, all pissed at me.
Making sure that I'm all right.
Yeah, with the porn stash. I missed that porn stash. He goes, I'm telling him, I need a ride. I didn't have a car then. I said, I need a ride up to Mass. I will get some French wine to go up, and we'll be good for the whole
the ride, yeah.
He says...
This is back when you were a French wine enthusiast.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yes. This is where I was a connoisseur.
Of the wines.
All right.
Yes.
So he says, dude, we'll go. It was me, Montero, the front seats. Zach, fantastic.
Escheves.
Alexander.
Escheves.
A butler?
A butler, yeah. He used to wrestle.
Who is it? TJ Swift.
Okay.
And Jason Devine.
So full car.
Full car. Montero had what was the white car he had? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember the car, but I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, it was a smooth time.
Yeah.
All the way up there. She had no idea it was coming. I came there. I want to say I was gonna buy roses, but I didn't.
Right. But it doesn't matter. He showed up.
I showed up, and she had no clue. Yeah. I popped her huge. She turned around. She was like, "Oh my God!" She started crying.
Right.
I had to butter her up for about an hour.
Right.
They let me run the gimmick.
They let you do your thing. They hung out. Yeah.
And everything was good to go from there. So
the phrase "I need you, baby" wasn't yelled from the street to the window with your arms in the air.
I had the radio above my head.
Okay.
I might have. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, no, it was definitely a good brother moment.
Oh, for sure. He told me that story, and I've always remembered it.
Yeah, Montero came through tenfold.
He's the man.
Yeah,
Montero's the man.
Definitely a good look there.
So, you boys got any? We got NECW. You guys are the tag team champions.
Yeah,
was that a Castro hookup?
Yeah, from WCW.
Right, just from because he was your manager there for a while, right?
There. And you know what? As much as I used to hate driving to WCW, you live like 10 minutes away from there, so
it's a 10-minute walk from his house.
On a Friday, coming from Boston, 2-hour traffic. I'm driving that bad boy, and I'm just sitting in traffic like, why the fuck am I coming here?
Right.
And then I get there, and I have so much fun.
Right, you have fun the entire time.
Now it's
not just the wrestlers on the show, but there's always wrestlers in the crowd, at the bar.
It was like a party.
Right,
that's what
always.
Made it cool. It was it was like a party. So it was like once you get there, it's like all right, cool.
You remember why you go there,
right? And now I know why. Even though I didn't get home till like 1 a.m, and I might have work the next day, but whatever, it's fine.
Just have fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, at one point we were doing whatever the hell we wanted.
Right, same thing with us.
Yeah, we were
once you get that stride, you just kind of like, oh no, we're gonna dress up like cops and robbers tonight.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? Like you could just kind of Jamie gave us the freedom to do that.
Yeah, he'd be like, what do you want to do? I was like, we'll probably go out there and do this. All right.
The last match we had there was against Jamie.
Yeah, we put Jamie over in the last match. Jamie wanted us to win. I was like, no, you beat us.
Yeah. And
then we beat the crap out of you afterwards.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the sympathy. And then the Bakers will come out.
Yep.
And he looked at me after we came to the back. He was like, you were right. So I know a little something.
It's just kind of sad that it's gone now. Like that there's no more WCW, and
now I can't just do whatever the fuck I want somewhere.
Right.
It's a problem.
Which is a big plus for sure.
Rumble for no reason.
Yeah, like I slapped in a rear chin lock in a Rumble on Levesque.
Yo, somebody had Dick Lane in a figure 4 during a Rumble. We were watching it earlier on the post in the like
fantastic.
It was madness.
Just cuz.
Then there was like 4 dudes just standing in a corner watching it.
Oh yeah, in that same Rumble, right?
Tornado. Was this the last show?
Yeah, this was the last HOB show. Like that we just.
Rumble there?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It was pure madness. That Rumble was out of control. I was so close to winning.
Elimination, the best.
Oh, I gotta go back and watch it. I don't even know what happened.
I gotta get out of these. I gotta get out to these shows.
Yeah, man, you gotta come down to HOB show too. It's got a lot of that same WCW feel to it, kind of like it's a lot of fun. Usually at bars.
Yeah.
Which is for sure a plus.
We used to do the baseball shows all the time.
Base brawls, yeah, the baseball shows
I
were
got
always
out of
fun.
that one with you guys.
Yeah, probably. It was recently, right?
El Cubador.
Oh, yeah.
It was Johnny Angel.
Yep, that's a name.
His second to last match. I dropped that one. You see that?
Yeah. I was gonna say that's one of the names you dropped.
No, I'm gonna leave it there. He's retired, so I'll just thank you. It was like his second to last match, and I got to work him, so it was kind of cool.
How has it been working NECW?
Fantastic.
Great time out there, yeah.
It's like
super professional.
The most professional one.
Yeah.
There's one we went to, APW.
Right.
that we wind up having heat for now.
Yeah, we do too. It's okay.
You guys have heat too.
Up in APW, yeah.
You go there and get heat, and you never get called back again.
Well, we it's funny because we went up there, we did some shows, we did a bunch of shows for them. Then we got some heat. Then we stopped going, and then they brought us up again, and then I guess we got heat again.
Oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, there's a chance for sure. Yeah.
All right.
But we get a lot of residual Minutemen heat because the Minutemen used to put up their footage of their matches, and they get real pissed off about that
because they take their time. Their production,
right? They do a lot of production,
that's why I say they're the most professional. I mean, they're in that firehouse. They pack the shit out.
Yeah, for sure.
And they got hard cams, rover cams. They got
live streaming to the internet.
They got a dude on the back on the production, live promos in the back. That shit is professional.
And they set up XWA setup is pretty sweet too. Same kind of thing. Yeah,
we saw it already because this is the future.
Right. Yeah, you guys will see that in the other day. Right now already.
Yeah. However that works.
I'm not sure when this is going to go up because I got to get the other two up first. But
we saw it like
it'll be up this month for sure.
Like 14 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yes. When's your birthday?
November 21st.
That's when it's going up.
Nice. See that? Boom. That's the future.
Or before that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Happy birthday, Frank Champion.
Hey. All right. But yeah, NECW is awesome. Most professional that I've been in, from front to back.
Just in the ring, the production, everybody.
I can't complain. I have no complaints.
My first show, I seen Freddy Krueger. It was a Halloween show. It was at the last of the season because they shut down for the winter.
Yeah.
But we seen Freddy Krueger.
You're talking about the wrong place.
Oh, what are you talking about?
NCW?
You're thinking
talking about NECW.
Okay, you're thinking of.
I'm talking NWWW. Oh, I know you're talking about. Okay, my bad.
Jason versus Freddy match.
A hardcore match.
A Jason versus Freddy hardcore match, and it was awesome. It was tremendous because the two guys that did it were the guys who rented the costumes out, so they weren't actually wrestlers.
They just went
out there and did like a shtick. You know what I mean? It was pretty funny.
That's great. That's fantastic. I love that.
And then I seen that and knew I wanted to wrestle there for the rest of my life. But wherever you guys were talking about, I'm sure that place is great too.
New England Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, we wrestled there.
I
once
like NWW too.
Nope, you're thinking of NCW.
Oh, my bad. They're all similar. It's hard to follow.
There's been no French wine? Like, I don't even know.
You guys coming back to NCW. When we first got there, you guys were there.
We only did that one show.
Really?
Yeah, that was only that one show.
Until JC Mox pulls down that video, I will not wrestle for him. No more.
There was an altercation that evening with if you listen to episode 51, in the past.
We got to go back. Right.
But we tell the full story. Basically, there was an altercation between the waist lock was too tight on a wrestler. Monster Matt hit him with an errant clothesline in the face. There was a lot of yelling and a lot of crying, and we were just like, we're not staying. Yeah. And we were gonna get some pizza that evening as well, and we just bounced before the battle royal. We were just like, no thanks.
No, you didn't.
I was like, this slice of pizza would leave nothing but a bitter taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
There's one team we haven't wrestled yet that we actually want to wrestle.
Middlesex.
Yeah, they're good, man. I enjoy those kids.
Yeah, we see them everywhere.
They're a little wacky sometimes.
I bet.
But so are we, so I can't say shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what's up, boys? You got some upcoming dates, some Facebooks, some Twitters, any of that jive?
He's the booker, man.
Hey.
Here you go. You got it.
The booking agent. It's okay. I am too.
No, okay, he's the booking agent. I do everything else.
Tonight/2 weeks ago, we got XWA.
Yeah. Tonight/2 weeks ago.
We got XWA. November 18th, NCW.
That's WrestleFest.
All right, but by the way,
contenders.
Sorry, JC 11.
Hashtag skip that show and go to House of Bricks instead.
Number 1 contenders for the tag.
It's a long hashtag.
We're competing for the tag team titles that night.
So are we, son. So are we, son.
Come to our show, watch our title match, then go to HOP.
Yes.
Okay.
Watch their title match.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Or vice versa. As long as you catch both title matches, we'll be good.
If there's two matches you watch that night, it's our match and your match.
Okay, I'm in.
That's how I feel.
Then the 19th, we have Thanksgiving Throwdown.
The Thrizzo Dizzo.
And
then
the El Dirte.
The El Dirte.
Yes.
I've seen that.
Then on December 17th, we have NECW again.
Okay.
I forgot what they call that show.
Winter Warlord. Winter Warland.
Wonderland.
They always got a lot of weird names.
Something. Who knows?
And then
Summer Bash. Winter Bash.
January 21st, we have AIWF in North Carolina.
The AIWF, now the people that don't know, is the Allied Independent Wrestling Federation. and you guys are going down there to wrestle the Hoods to represent NWW Extreme or AIWF Northeast for the and I just too many letters for that tag team, those tag team titles. Okay, I knew that already. I don't know how I knew any of that information, but I knew it.
Yeah, so those are our dates. If you want to find out more, see us on Facebook.
Right, the Heavy Hitters or Heavy Hitters 600. Just look up the Heavy Hitters. You guys got the Twitter, the Twitter gimmick?
Yes, the Heavy Hitters 600 also.
Also at Heavy Hitters 600. Now, if you want any to be creeped out online, make sure you hit up Shay.
Yes.
And sexual deviant Shay Cash. Maybe Frank Champion will be looking over his shoulder saying, Shay, come on, man.
Nah, Frank will just be egging me on.
Yeah, you're just egging him on, like, send him the dick pic, do it.
Fucking calling hookers on Xbox and shit.
Yeah. Stuff on Xbox on Backpage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Part
two with the Backpage hookers.
You said we should have.
That's part 2. Like when we come back.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
We're coming back. That's episode 50.
That was a wild
Okay,
day.
yeah, I'm down.
Further in the future, we came back for this.
That was a wild day. That was fun. Calling this.
You getting a hooker?
No.
Because we got a hooker for Trevor once, and we talked about it on the podcast.
it was me.
So, like, I don't know if you guys can. You guys feel free to talk about how you.
Vernon, his brother.
My bro.
Yeah, we were just on the Xbox and.
Your bro or your
my brother?
Your brother, brother.
So
brother. Dude.
Okay.
I'm about to go on Backpage because it was like so. I called this hooker and I'm like, "Yo, can I do some heroin and stuff?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I believe that's called Twerowin.
It's Twerowin. But she was like, "I don't do that because someone put rat poisoning in my cousin's Twerowin."
Jesus.
Oh man, it was great.
Just to make sure we get this clear, this is all a rib.
Right? Yeah. No, this is
Cash really does not do heroin.
Allegedly. Yes. This is all alleged.
Yes. He doesn't really do.
Backpage only allegedly has hookers too. Like that's not.
Yeah, they're actually.
It was massages.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You pay for their time. Anything that happens after that is between two accompanying adults. Correct.
That's the word we want to use.
For some reason, they ask you if you're not a cop.
Right, because that's a thing, right? Because you're going to tell them if you're a cop.
Right?
No, for sure. I'm definitely not a cop.
Because if you're a cop, you have to admit that you're a cop if somebody asks it.
Somebody asks you that, absolutely.
I'm a cop.
You are a cop.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
Going to jail.
That's it.
No, I like you guys. I'll just beat Frank because, Oh, racial joke.
Frank, what? No, we got...
Trump gets elected. We're already going for the...
Hashtag Heavy Lives Matter, man. Come on.
Every lives matter.
Jesus.
Every lives matter.
Terrible.
Look at that crotch in the face pin. Terrible. That was terrible.
That must have smelled great.
So is the moral of the story that you did drugs with a hooker?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Metcast. And thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate it.
We loved it, man.
I loved it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Come down another time. I like to do them with the guys where we do like the interview kind of thing, but I want to like maybe do like a pay-per-view where we sit and review an old pay-per-view. Maybe one that you guys remember that stands out to you for whatever reason.
2000 pay-per-view?
Absolutely. Yes, 100%.
Still never finished that one.
I could have sworn we did.
No, we never did.
Was it like Greed?
No, I think we stopped.
Oh, WCW Greed. That's 2001, I think was
we stopped
Greed.
at Bam Bam Bigelow having that fake heart attack.
Bam Bam Bigelow worked the shit out of us. Bam Bam Bigelow has a heart attack.
Yeah.
And we're like, is that a shoot? Is he really hurt? What's going on? He stays out there for a whole entire match. I forget who he jumps after.
Like laying down?
He's laying down. They're doing a stretcher gimmick.
The wall.
They're doing a stretcher gimmick. The wall.
Yeah.
Was that Alex Wright?
No, it's his buddy. It was the guy that was with Alex Wright.
So he pops up.
He was Berlin at the time.
He pops up as the dude's walking out. He pops up off the
gurney, yeah.
And beats the crap out of him. I'm like, we've been worked for 20 minutes thinking Bam Bam was shoot hurt. We're looking it up on Google.
You're like, God damn it, did Bam Bam have a heart attack?
Like, when did this happen? Because he sold it good. Bam Bam got us all.
Bam Bam's money, dog.
Yeah, I think the main event was like Scott Steiner and Sid.
I just remember that shitty dude. I remember the Natural Born Thrillers.
Woo!
That match.
My jam.
What was the dude's name? I can't remember the commissioner. Above average Mike Sanders.
Mike Sanders.
Terrible.
Oh, not terrible. He was above average.
He was above average.
Right, he wasn't good.
I'm sorry, he wasn't great.
He's above average.
Above average.
Yeah.
But that's we'll have to we'll do like commentary over like a WCW pay-per-view, cut it up and like put together like a compilation of us ranting and yelling about it and all that. But thank you, gentlemen, for coming down. It was a pleasure. Mac, you got any last words?
Did you give him a chance to plug your? Where can they find you on the books? Of Face. They said that?
Yeah,
oh shit! The Mac mention's big. I had to go take a piss.
And Twitter at Heavy Hitter 600.
There it is.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Much of
Heavy Hitter 600. Heavy Hitter 600. Heavy Hitter 600.
That's a lot.
We
of
also have
600s.
bananas on sale.
That's 1800.
Oh, bananas.
Bandanas. Buy the
They're
bandanas.
selling heavy hitter bananas.
Bananas. That's kind of racist.
Is it?
Bananas.
You called yourself the Blacktop Gorilla.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Right, so that's not racist. I'm just working into the gimmick, dog.
According to Lucy,
I'm working right into the gimmick.
I'm just a black girl.
black girl.
Lucy. I didn't forget that, Lucy.
Oh, that's great. Thank you guys for coming down. I had a great time. It was fun.
Much appreciated, and thank you, people, for listening to the Mackcast. Once again, we're doing good. It's good. The ratings are going up.
Right, we stopped because we had to wait to do episode 50 in the past, which is the future. But it's not 9 months, so that's all I give a damn about. It didn't take 9 months off. Holla.
And Donald Trump already made America great again.
Stop going political. Stop going political.
Yes,
You're not going to be allowed to podcast anymore.
Yes, I was.
You were there? Oh, that was great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, vote Mack and Trainee #1 2020. Make the podcast great again. Peace. We out.